This resort truly is a hidden tropical sanctuary that thrives in its element. Hi there, my name is Kevin. This channel came from a love of traveling, a love of the full process, and the journey itself. I feature airline trip reports and high-end hotel reviews from all over the world. My reviews aren't sponsored by airlines or hotels, so you can be sure to get my unbiased and honest opinion. Am I an expert? You can decide. Am I fair? Yeah, I am. Let's get into it. Welcome to Koh Samui. If you'd like to know the exact rate that I paid for my stay, or my next 5 videos in queue, please check out the description below. And here we are at the entrance of the Napasai, a BELMOND hotel, which is part 7 of this Thailand series. If you'd like to check out the other 20 or so of my Thailand hotel reviews, feel free to click on one of the links above, and of course, save it for after the video. Originally opened in 2004 as the Pastel Sunrise, the name was changed to Napasai, which means clear sky, in 2009. The hotel has a very unique layout spanning a whopping 2,500 feet of coastline, or 760 meters. Not all of that is beachfront, as we'll see, but it certainly does give a certain secluded feeling to this resort, considering it only has 68 villas in total. The reception pavilion is entirely open air, and part of it was undergoing a few repairs while I was there. The design here, as well as nearly everywhere in the resort, is one that is certainly older, but it's still full of charm, and the immaculate ground throughout the property complement it quite well. Upon checking in, you'll be given a cold towel, chilled water, and a scoop of coconut ice cream. Quite possibly my favorite welcome drink or snack of all time. It was phenomenally good. The reception area is purposefully built. I think it's safe to say that there aren't many reasons that you'd find yourself in this space unless you were passing through or checking in or out. And so its simple design and size fits the bill. Let's take a closer look at where we are specifically and why this location is so special. Koh Samui is an island off the east coast of Thailand in Suratthani province, surrounded by the Gulf of Thailand. On Samui, the vast majority, I'm talking like probably greater than 90% of the resorts, are located in the far northeast of the island in the Boput area surrounding the airport. Today though, we're on the north shore, and here you can see that unique elongated layout that I spoke about. The original design was created by Bill Bensley and his seemingly omnipresent design group, and if nothing else, I'd say that it makes very good use of the hilly and shallow shape of the property. I think this is the type of resort where guests spend a considerable amount of time lounging in and around their villas, so we're going to head to my room first. The line of villas on the shorefront here are the highest category of non-pool standard villas. But I actually think the row behind it, where I was staying, is better. That would be the Seaview villas. You get the same view as the front row essentially, but it's more private. The outdoor balcony areas that are in the front row are on full display for anyone walking down this path. I was in Villa 120, which is just up this flight of stairs. One note about accessibility here. While there are certainly some villas with less stairs, if you're concerned about mobility-related accessibility, I'll go ahead and say that there are likely better choices for you on the island. The outdoor balcony is equipped with a table and chairs and an additional lounging bench, and is certainly a beautiful place to be when the sun comes out to show you what that water is made of. Inside, the design is traditional and, let's say, reserved. A very similar feel to the BELMOND in Bali, actually. What I really enjoy here, though, is that everything that you see is real. As in, real wood floors, real wood paneling, real silk brocade. A feel that you'd never get in a resort in this price range that was new. The minibar was fully stocked. The coffee and tea facilities are in the bathroom area. While I do enjoy the room overall, there are a few bits related to practicality that I think need to be addressed. The first being the seating area. I actually think that Mon Thai, the triangular Thai pillows, are really comfortable to lounge on, but I think having them as the only real seating area in the room is a big miss. There are thousands of things that could be done with this elevated area in front of the TV, which needs to be updated, by the way. An elevated Thai-style platform, perhaps, with a small desk on the side. Okay, so this bathroom. I honestly can't believe that they have tubs like this in here, because they just feel like accidents waiting to happen. Getting in it is fine. Standing in it is fine. Getting out? Because of there being no handle and a very wide side wall of the tub that's sloping towards you, the tub is actually difficult to get out of. Otherwise, the bathrooms are nicely outfitted and in good condition considering the age. Since there's no desk, the vanity area doubled as my desk space, which was a little bit less than ideal. That said, I'm still giving the room a pretty high score for two reasons. First of all, the price. Relatively speaking, this BELMOND and the one in Bali represent a very good value within the BELMOND portfolio, and are clearly priced accordingly for what is on offer. I praise chains like BELMOND for adjusting their pricing from property to property, as opposed to brands like Aman that just decide everything they touch is worth $1,200 a night. The second reason for the high score is I understand that there are plenty of people that would come to this style of resort that really don't care about a desk or an additional seating area inside. Alright, so let's look at who's going to be staying here. I'd say an easy majority of the guests are couples in their 30s to 70s, and it really is a mix within that age range. If you've never been to Samui, this is likely not the first place that you're going to be staying. It's not near the action, but you could argue, of course, that that is part of the allure. As we walk to the pool, let's talk a bit about the service. The service is kind of designed for adults, if that makes sense. The service here is personally my favorite style. Let's say mid-touch. It's very conversational and lacks any sense of unnecessary formality. It's just very, reasonable and anticipatory, which sounds like it might be a common thing, but it most certainly is not. Management was very present, especially at breakfast, which is their sort of meet and greet and table touch time for the day. This is clearly a place that caters to and thrives on building guest relationships that attract probably a very loyal crowd. And here we have the main pool. I love the layout around here. No matter which angle you're looking at the pool from, there's always a different beautiful background reflecting in it. A sizable number of villas also have their own pools, so between that, the beach and the pool here, it's not going to be feeling that crowded even during peak moments. So, you already know how much I paid for my stay here, but do you know how much the hotel paid me to actually publish this video? Well, that would be zero. Not only was BELMOND unaware that I'd be making a video, but they have no idea who I am, and that's how I like it. Actually, that's how I need it to be. Why? Because content creators are recognized every day. Whether on the street, or on a plane, or in a hotel, and then instantly, the VIP treatment starts, and it's no longer typical experience. When I'm making a review video, I don't want special treatment, so I film anonymously. That is more challenging than you'd think though. So that's why every like, comment, and subscription really does mean a lot and helps the channel continue to grow. Thanks very much for watching today. My Patreon's also linked in the description below. On the far side is a sunken shallow pool surrounded by what turns into the resort's social area after dark, the Infinity Bar. During the day though, it provides an appreciated variety of seating options around the pool. Just below the pool area, we have a stunner of a quiet and secluded beach with impossibly calm water and a variety of seating options. In 2009, the resort was purchased by Orient Express Hotels, BELMOND's previous name, before changing it in 2014. BELMOND traces its beginnings to 1976 at the BELMOND Hotel Cipriani in Venice, and currently has 46 hotels, trains, and river cruises spread across 24 countries. In 2018, LVMH bought BELMOND for $3.2 billion. Despite the resort facing north, they do enjoy some beautiful sunsets behind the pool as the heat subsides. There are 2 restaurants open for dinner, the first being the aptly named Beach Restaurant, also open for lunch with seating under cover available, but the beach atmosphere does kind of beg you to sit out there. The menu is mostly Western with perhaps a bit of fusion mixed in there, and the execution across the board as well as the service was very good. Starters included a crab tostada which was flavorful but nothing too special, also an off-menu smoked salmon dish which was very good, and an exceptional pumpkin and coconut soup which also happened to be vegan. Mains included a seared duck breast, prosciutto-wrapped white snapper, and a catch of the day which was mahi-mahi. All 3 mains were executed very well, but the catch of the day was easily the favorite. Dessert was a pickled mulberry lime cake and a chocolate and chili ganache. The ganache was far too rich for me, perhaps just there was too much of it, but the pickled mulberry was a very nice treat. Each night during turndown, some intricately made local sweets were waiting in the room. Sunrises here were a beautiful study of pastels and served as a perfect backdrop as I waited for breakfast to open at Lai Thai. Lai Thai is the resort's Thai restaurant and is open throughout the day. Located just below the reception area and above the pool, there are a variety of seating options inside and out, many of them sporting their own beautiful views. Breakfast, I do need to say though, was the low point of this resort as a whole. For a resort of this caliber, the buffet was pretty basic to begin with, but it also wasn't executed or serviced all of that well. There was a noodle soup station as well as a basic egg station, but no supplemental a la carte menu, which I enjoyed at the BELMOND in Bali. I'll mention that there was a stark difference between the first day and the second morning that I was there. The second morning, the execution was poor enough for me to speak to management about it. From burners that were never turned on even an hour into service, to items that were just frequently left empty for extended periods. Despite the shortcomings at breakfast though, I will say that it was a net positive simply due to the response after I had a quick and honest talk with one of the managers. It was very clear that this was not the norm here and was dealt with promptly. Later they sought me out to follow up and offered to comp my food bills, which I politely declined, since I thought that their response was genuinely good enough. For dinner here, the menu is Thai. The food was decent, but it's far too tame for me. Of the 6 dishes that were ordered, the 3 main dishes were all very westernized versions of their true nature. Last up, we have the spa and fitness center, which were both well equipped. My rate included a massage, which was very good overall, and I appreciated the full ceremony of it all. I'll note that my rate also included an upgrade, subject to availability. I give the reception staff a lot of credit for offering 2, let's say, creative upgrade solutions for our 2 rooms, since the simple step-up upgrades were not available. In the end, we stuck with our booked category to keep the view, and avoid a very long trek, which would have been necessary to get to one of the other rooms. Some of the larger pool villas here require climbing quite a lot of stairs just to access. So overall, it's a very charming and well-maintained resort, and it was a great experience. made so in large part because of the outstanding service, and just the overall beauty of the facilities and grounds. I do have to say that I trust that my breakfast experience was a one-off or perhaps two-off, so I'd be happy to return myself as long as I could figure out a different in-room desk solution, but that's just me. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you don't miss my next video, which is coming from the impossibly beautiful Six Senses Samui. Oh, and thanks for watching till the end.